They're learning this as quickly as we are, really. Yeah. You at home, it's fun to watch these guys get into it. But, we've talked a lot about the improvements over the course of this game and how everything is just advancing, how much better everything's getting. I know for Matt and I, one of the most important things has been Codcaster.
Well, look, just seeing you watch through, using the widgets, what do you guys think? You're the ones who are going to be using
I love
a lot.
the player widget. I mean, it gives me, obviously, I do a lot of the analysis. Maven just kind of throws out some jokes every once in a while.
Yeah, he does.
It's great for me.
That's factual.
It's great for me to be able to just have an animation bar just come out and be able to get the gun information, what perks they're running, and just the equipment that they have. Just so easy. It's not intrusive on the screen. It's really easy to digest. That's what I love about Cast.
And I think too, right, is really trying to team one to focus and make sure that from a spectator experience, right, you're able to understand if you're going to look at the map what's going on.
Absolutely.
And it actually gives you the ability to actually show information that is really important to the match.
My favorite feature, am I concerned about how the Codcaster mode is? Absolutely. That's what I work with. I mean, that's basically Matt and I's job. It's going to be working and living inside
that actually
of this
is our
feature.
job.
It
Yes,
is.
that actually
It's
is
our
our
job.
job,
So have there been a lot of stuff that is great for us? Absolutely. But the thing I like the most, what we're all striving for here on this end of things, we're going to be working with the CWL, trying to bring the best production that we can. It's for casual viewers, new viewers coming in. Are they going to tune in and be able to quickly understand it? You don't want it to be too overwhelming. You want them to be able to pick up on things very quickly. My favorite new feature is going to be the fact that you're going to have these team colors. So let's imagine, you're an NBA fan. You go to or turn on a game with your parents. You're watching the game. You see a yellow jersey and you see a green jersey. It's Lakers, Celtics. You know what players are involved. You know who you're rooting for. Now the ability to implement this into the game. You see a red team, you see a green team, it's Optic Gaming going up against FaZe. As simple as that sounds, I think it's an unbelievable feature to have in the game.
Yeah, I think too, when you pull out the widget, right, when you go ahead and see what their loadouts are, I think it also helps our fans and the people around the world saying, what are they using, right? They just banned the Man of War. What did he go to? What was his loadout? What was his setup? Right. So really giving that fan and the players watching, holy crap! I've never seen.
You see a player like Jerd go huge on that Redwood S&D. You play Redwood S&D at home. You want to know what he was using to go in there and try and replicate that play.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just been amazing, and obviously we're taking a look here at this ban protects, and this is kind of another implementation here with the Codcaster, these new tools that we have that we can bring you guys to check out as you'll see them starting to get through this voting process. We talked about S&D. We had that first game Uplink. Second was Hardpoint. We're going back to Uplink now. Matt, are there any changes you might expect to come from the North American side? Because they got smoked. Was it 6-2 in game one?
Yeah, you see the Pharaoh, it's going to be banned early by Sharp. That was the gun that we saw Jerd going off with in the first game.
Jerd protected that with the first pick, didn't he?
And then right after that, you saw EU protect the Shiva. That was that. Nope, single shot assault rifle we saw Power go off with. So as soon as Jerd's gun got banned, EU was probably like, all right, we got to protect our other, main Slayer. And so far in this series, been Power.
Yeah.
Nope, just his best gun. So you see right there how the meta develops.
All right, moving forward here, we're going to go on to the Specialist Draft. Again, we are back to Uplink. You expect to see Overdrive coming out for both sides. Last time it was Jerd and Replays. You already see Jerd has picked Overdrive. Replay is going to pick Overdrive again. They're the guys. Replay is just known to be the objective guy. Jerd at times, sure, but he's just your fast player up in your face. You expect him to be soaring with that drone up high, trying to punch one through for 2 points, and they did a very successful job. Is there anything else for either that maybe stands out in this transition to the Game 4?
Well, you have the side of EU, go balanced. 2 and 2.
Yes,
then you look at NA. They have the War Machine. They have the Scythe. And then they have the Annihilator. So 3 guns here in Uplink yet again.
Crazy.
They're relying on Replays to do a lot of the OBJ work.
Yeah, if they don't do some slaying.
Well, that's been their problem. They weren't focusing on Hardpoint really on Hardpoint at all. No one really had any time outside of Study, who's naturally a Slayer. But they just... Not only were they not getting the slaying done, they got outslayed both games, but objectively it was just atrocious too. They've been really lagging behind in the respawns.
Well, we didn't even talk about that, the addition of the Time and Hill for Game 1 and Hardpoint. That's huge.
Yeah.
We're able to now go back and say, hey, they were not helping Study.
That is correct. I'm doing this all by myself. Guys. Look, I can show you right here.
I can show you guys.
You. I've been doing all the heavy lifting.
I actually saw Replays hug about 7 different employees from Activision and Treyarch saying, thank you. Now when I go double negative, at least I can show 2 minutes and 30 seconds at the Hardpoint.
I'm doing the work, fellas.
Yeah, it's a great addition. I think players everywhere are really excited about that.
Yeah.
No, it's a true treat. There's so many things going forward, and that's what's going to be amazing. You had the beta. We're going to have the beta then for Arena. But, it's great just seeing your team over at Treyarch, how well you guys have been listening to the stuff people ask for, what might need tweaked, what might need changed. There's going to be so many amazing things going forward this year. And just to see where it is, this is from a competitive standpoint, this is the most advanced form of Call of Duty we've had at launch. I mean, just thinking of all the features we have now, it's a lot of stuff usually, we'll see it a little bit later as stuff gets developed. We're ready to go out the gates just to think about all these new features that are coming down the road, Jay. I know we're so excited.
Yeah.
This is me saying thank you. It's the last time you're going to hear it.
It's our pleasure. Hey, it's an incredible studio. Everybody's been focusing on it, like I said, for the last 3 years. And I think it's really a great thing for the fans to be able to communicate and talk with the studio. What do they like? We actually had some of the players in a few weeks ago to show them what we're doing, talk about what's going on, and to get their feedback, and obviously working with you guys as well. So it's really important for the studio. And we think, to even grow the sport, to grow the spectator is, what do you guys want to see? What can we do to help? Versus
absolutely,
not doing that. So
absolutely,
we're definitely open to what the community wants.
Oh, it's been amazing thus far. It looks like we're just waiting on a couple players to ready up. They're at the score streak selection. We will be ready to hop into game number 4. Going to be starting in just a minute. Again, if you missed out, if you're just tuning into the stream, it is going to be Exodus Uplink. If you missed game number 1, it was a 6-2 win for the European side. Can North America bounce back? Well, they can't.
Just make it close.
I mean, it's what, 3-0 right now. 3-0 for Europe.
3-0.
Again, this is for bragging rights.
That would be a series win.
Yes, that's true.
Technically, but this is for bragging rights. They kind of bounce back. You at least feel good if you're North America and you come back and just slam them the last 2 games, right? So at least the last thing they remember as they go to bed tonight is getting crushed in games 4 and 5.
I don't know if it happens.
Yeah, I don't know, man. The EU team's been playing really solid. They're working together as a team.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
You're just giving North American fans some false hope here, Maven, I think. With the way that we've seen EU just adapt.
That's how
I think that's really the key. Adapting from game to game has been huge.
This is how I live on a day-to-day basis, is false hope, Matt. So I know all about false hope.
Well, you're doing it well.
Here we go. Game number 4 kicking off. It's going to be Study on your screen. He's able to pick up one there. He's going to be using this ICR. He has reflex, quick draw, and stock. Going with 3 attachments here. He'll be trailing behind Crim6.
And he's got the pistol in his back pocket as well. You see all of his perks just to highlight the player widget. Just so beautiful. Just awesome to gather all that information, and then it's easily gone. It's just really quick, animated. You can get all the information, easy to digest, and then when it's gone, it's gone.
You know who has a satellite. You know who's alive. You see, like you said, how long on the hill. All of this stuff really shows, I think, the fans that are watching what's going on, right?
Yeah, it's really easy for the fans to just gather all the information that's going on in the game, because Call of Duty is a very fast game.
Super fast. And that's part of the challenge, right? Yeah. Is trying to explain and be able to have players or spectators watch the match, what's going on, without understanding what's going on. It's pretty hard to watch. Yeah. So I think these new tools really help that.
Right. No, I watch, obviously, a ton of Call of Duty. I cast a lot of it. I watch a lot of it at home as well. And, the players at the pro level, the game's moving so fast, but it feels like it's slow. And then when I'm watching it now, it's like it feels like it's slow because I'm used to what players are doing. Yeah. I can imagine for fans at home, it's pretty fast. So for them to get all the information that I see and the players know really easy to digest, it's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, well, still going to be a 2-0 lead here for the European side. They've done a great job throughout. They are going to have the drone in hand as well. Let's see how they're going to play this one. It's going to be Jared, and he also has the overdrive. He goes to fly forward, but Sharp's going to take him out from behind, and that saved 2 points.
A huge kill right there by Sharp. You see the overdrive come in right there. Jared just trying to make a play by himself, and early in the game, I don't hate that play to just
not at all.
Yeah.
Let's take the chance. Now you've got 3 minutes left. Let's go for it.
There you go.
Right.
Replay's got one in.
There's the tie. The overdrive, that's for speed. Unfortunately, mantling over the truck there.
No.
Kind of completely took away the overdrive, but still got the points on the board. Going to be falling back to the European side. They had it for just a second, but now it's going to be Crim and Study. Study going to be the person with your drone. He has the Annihilator ready, but he is going to drop. And I like the Annihilator in this game mode because we talk about the extra help with the drone. Yeah. Being able to take somebody out that quickly who's possibly in a scoring position is massive.
Well, you can use it defensively and offensively, right? Nope. Jay's behind me with the drone. I have my Annihilator. I bust out. I kill 2-3 players off spawn. You're able to dunk it in easy. On defense, I'm coming off the spawn. Everybody's dead. I look down one of those angles. I'm able to pick up 1 or 2, make it easier for my teammates to kill the drone carrier. I think it's a great pick on Uplink.
It's good fun, too. I mean, the Annihilator just feels so good.
It's satisfying. When you kill when you pop off 3 players with it, it's great.
All right, well, now you see the Tempest in hand. Let's see if they can use this to get points on the board. You see the Death Machine coming in. That's Crim going to be cleaning up everyone and able to get the drone reset. They're still trailing by 1, but Crim's starting to go off here. He is 10-2 right now with the 4 streak. Make it 5, just absolutely melting. Unfortunately, Replay struggling a bit at 1-7, but it doesn't matter. The King is here. Crim just absolutely controlling the pace. They're trying to get forward, though. He has to rotate back for defense as they're trying to get points on the board right now for Europe.
And you have one player with the War Machine. Usually, in Uplink in the past, you need all 4 of your teammates there to make a really good push on the other team's base.
Yep.
You have a War Machine or Annihilator, you don't need much more than that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you have that player lead the way.
Well, I think that's going to drive that action.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Just going to add more scoring.
Yes,
to Uplink
exactly.
as well. You're going to have more players just going to be able to guide the way, able to get those easy score with, maybe it's like a 3-on-2 advantage. You have an Annihilator. I don't think you're at a disadvantage at all.
Not at all.
Base. Yeah.
No.
All right, and the drone going to be dropping to the American side. That's going to be the overdrive. He gets forward, but it's not quite at range. That's what we talked about using it in game number 1. You use it, you don't get in range of an actual score. Now he's not going to have it up in time. He's all by himself. Needs some cover. He has one player from behind, and he at least gets the 1-point toss. Replay is able to put it through, and that probably felt good because he has basically 0 kills in the board right now.
Yeah, I mean, no, he was waiting for his teammates to get there to the base to slay out. They didn't get there. He did a nice job dancing around with the drone, able to throw it in for 1, tie it up in a much more competitive game than we saw in game 1.
Yeah,
that first
they must be
Uplink.
talking.
Yeah, they
must have plugged their mics
they
back in.
unmuted
That's
themselves
right,
according
exactly.
to Maven. Yeah.
Thank you, team. Starting to get it together. We'll see if they can pull out a W, though. Krim still crushing, 14-5. Catches one on his right. Let's see if he can get another streak going. We'll stick on with him for now. He's going to be leading the way. He has a drone carrier behind. There's one. Can he make it 2? Shots come up a little bit short, but Replays and crew still trying to push forward.
And score streaks are going to be huge in Uplink as well. You get a lightning strike able to clear out a base. I mean, you get a counter
base or
UAV,
hold the
something
base.
like that. Yeah, to hold your base.
Yes.
I think that's going to add a lot to Uplink as well this year.
When you start looking at just the layers of having the score streaks and then having the abilities and when you use them, it just adds another layer of when do we use it? Let's talk. How do we control a base?
I love the fact that you're almost never really out of the game. From the
You always are
going
going to have a chance.
No, let's say North America in that first one, they were down 6-2, whatnot. They have some streaks, they have some abilities.
Put it together.
You start racking those points up right away, you're right back in the game.
Yeah. Well, it's tied 3-3. This is probably the best chance North America's had at getting a win here. They've got 5 minutes to do it. Side's going to flip. Will they be able to pull out the W? It hasn't looked good all series long, but I have faith.
Yeah.
That Krim 6 and crew are going to pull it together.
They're
going to get
had
first.
faith since
I'm
the beginning.
trying so hard, Matt. I'm trying to remain strong. They were my pick to win the series. They've already lost 3.
Doesn't look good by my math that they can win the series. No.
I was never good at math, so by my math, they look great.
Yeah, and you're going to see the drone go over to the NA side first. It's going to be Replays. He's going to pop that overdrive. Just trying to get a quick score here. He's going to slow down, go for 1. Yeah. He was getting trailed pretty quickly.
And it happened again where he got it was
a little quick.
His overdrive falls short about 50 yards, we'll say. Thankfully, he gets a 1-point toss, so it hasn't punished him yet. But then again, if he waited 3 seconds to use that, it might be a dunk.
That's correct.
And you're going to see Replays with the drone in his hand again. He has dedicated himself to the OBJ. You're going to have Sharp following him up from behind with the assault rifle. Does Replays go for just a reset here? And
you don't want to fight that Heglitch there. That's one of those difficult gunfights in Call of Duty when you're dealing with somebody on a Heglitch there, not able to take it out. Hipfire comes in, not able to clean it up. Let's give some love over to the European side. Just checking who here is going to be the drone. It's going to be Liquid Power, has it in hand, just tossing it forward 3 yards, gets it on the roof, but falls from behind.
And he's got Vision Pulse, which is interesting. You combine that. Let's say, they throw Jerd the drone. He's got Overdrive. They pop the Vision Pulse as well. They start talking. They're able to get
together.
They're able to get a pretty easy score.
All right, well, let's see if he can use overdrive. This is the exact position you want. There's no one on defense on the bottom side of this map. Depending on the timing of this, he might be able to get a pretty good angle here, but he's going to back it up and wisely wait for his teammates. But look at that. He kind of forced the rotation. The entire team from North America rotates to the south side of your map, and now he's wrapping back middle, hits the overdrive, but going to be taken out immediately. Big stop by Crimson.
He knew he had baited them to that right side of the map, and he was going to try and take advantage of just going straight down the middle. I love to see plays like that.
Well, Krim now wants to be the objective player. He's got drone in hand. He's got one player coming to his left. He tries the long distance shot, and it misses, but can he get forward here? It's down, and he is going to end up dropping to Liquid Power. Was he able to reset it? Looks like it's still in a dangerous position here, but now they're moving out. Gunelite going to have the drone.
That's the Krim we know on Uplink. Needs to start working on his jump.
Yeah. That was not the best shot, but he tried to make a difficult play. Replay's going to be pushing forward. They try for the 1-point toss. It's going to fall right underneath the drone yet again, or right underneath the uplink yet again, and they're not going to get points on the board. They still are up 1, though. 4-3, 2:40 to go.
And Sharp trying to lock down the EU base with the AR. He's going to back all the way up as you see the drone reset. 2 minutes and 30. I'm going to be looking to see if Team EU can make something happen. You see Sharp, he's been calling out via the Vision Pulse, so Power elects to use it then, and now you're going to see Replays pushing the drone up the map. They're going to be able to take him out from behind, so EU with a good defensive stand here. Look like Jerd gonna have the drone in his hands. What does he elect to do with it?
Yeah, no one's pulling away on this one.
No, this is a very
it's been
close
tight.
game. This one's gonna go right down the wire.
Yeah.
I feel like somebody on EU is gonna use one of these abilities to make a play. See, Jerd gets one. He would have used his overdrive right there. Maybe just dive into him a little bit faster, able to take out a second player.
He runs into him hard enough that he dies.
Yeah.
I'd like that feature.
That would be pretty cool.
Just sprints through him with overdrive, but here we go. Sharp getting forward, has one in front, needs some help. His teammate is there. Study able to effectively trade the kill, but the drone is going to end up dropping here. It's going to be going to Liquid Power. He had it for just a second.
Yeah, but you see the mini-map. It's got 3 players of EU here in the middle. Jay, it looks like they're going to set up for a push. I'd like to see them use their score streaks together.
I would agree.
And try and make something happen.
Or stagger them a little bit so you can help each other.
I mean, you kill one player off the spawn, then you just kind of wait a little bit, kill 2 or 3 coming off the next spawn, be able to make something big happen. You see Jerd with the drone. He's going to use that overdrive. Oh! What in the world was that?
Sharp, welcome to the 180 Fisco. Able to take him out there. 2 down, though, not able to put points on the board. They're still trailing by 1. Jerd trying to make plays for days, but still not able to get any points through.
And you love to see that. Just the movement from Jerd. We're going to see plays like that all year long. It's going to be so entertaining.
Yeah, no, it's going to be good fun.
And you see Study with the pistol, Maven. Going to try and lock down his base.
Oh,
He's
boy.
got it out. He needs to get forward here. The weapon
but he didn't
change.
use it.
Nope. That's going to hurt.
Still has it.
It's broken. Just try and wait for his teammates here. It's going to be interesting what he elects to do. Try and push up alone. He's going to actually take this all the way to the left side of the map. So you see he's got one teammate in front leading the charge. I believe that's Jerd. And he's going to go for a 1 point. Oh, he missed!
He threw it high!
Oh, and he threw it off the map.
Oh, broken. You'll remember that one for a little while.
That was going to hurt.
Yeah, that's going to possibly be a loss here as they can kind of just play the clock. You see the Tipisco come in, but I want to watch replays here, and he's going to reset it. It will be away. 18 seconds to work with as everyone's going to rotate back the drone spawn, and you do see a couple kills being picked up there by Sharp mid-map as he's able to shut it down, and now it is going to be aggression continue to come here from the North American side.
NA barely holds on to this one.
That was close.
I mean, Broken.
Wow.
He misses that throw there.
That throw off the...
Broken's jumper is broken.
Yeah, we're going to be going into overtime if he hits that.
That was close.
That was thrilling.
Yes.
What a game. North America finally able to get on the board.
Yeah.
It's going to be
Felt
4-3. Excellent stuff there from them. But we've talked about a lot of stuff. We've touched on stuff coming up for the league. We've talked about Fire Break. We talked about these new maps that we've seen. But the biggest piece of this for me going into next year is the CWL. Matt and I have the honor of hosting and commentating for this. Obviously, we're very excited for this. As our livelihood sort of depends on it. But very excited. So much exciting stuff to come. But I get a lot of tweets, questions, how do I qualify? How's this entire process going to work? What is the structure of the league? Jay, I'd like you to touch on that a bit. Let's just start with structure. How is the structure of the CWL going to break down?
Right. So we've got two